Hello everyone, my name is Edoggz and welcome back to this review channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Kingdom War for Cybertron Trilogy Rodimus Prime. I purchased this from eBay, paid way too much for it, about maybe $36 more than the normal price, just to have it in hand. So let's just take a look at it. So on the front of the box, we have Rodimus Prime in his robot mode with his vehicle mode on the same side. We have this design right here, which kind of looks like a dream catcher type of deal on that side. On this side, we have the Rose Gallery of characters that appear from Siege all the way up to Kingdom. We have the golden disc in the middle. Back of the box, we have the product placement of the robot mode, the vehicle mode, we have the Winnebago mode, we have the base mode. We'll get into it. The transformation for the vehicle mode is 34 steps, and the trailer is only 8 steps, it seems. On this side, we just have the back of the trailer is Commander Class. On the top, we have the Ark, which is sitting on top of a shelf. I can't tell if this is in the volcano or outside the volcano. That is a little bit unclear to me. And then on top, we have the Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy on the top and barcode on the bottom. Now, how this comes packaged is that everything is strapped down by these little straps that anchor around the product onto a piece of cardboard that's underneath it. The plastic I'm referring to is very similar to what you find on a price tag. You know, they staple it through, and it has these two anchors on either side. So first, we're going to bring in the trailer. Now the trailer is positioned like this in the box, and then the straps kind of just go back and forth, and it just hangs there. But here it is. We have all of these ports to store all of your weapons or your accessories, if you will. And it's nice. I mean, I can't say anything more about it. It's nice. This is how exactly it comes in. So to fix this, you would need to do a couple of things. So first, this piece right here moves. You can do whatever you want with this, but it's supposed to be down like this. And you take this this panel, you bring it up, and you close that up like that. Another thing is this is the ramp that you can connect to all of your city bots that you have. You can connect them together, but it's on the wrong side. What they want you to do is you want to bring this up, take this piece, it's going to click into place, right? Take your finger, push it down. Now you have your regular ramp, but you can also bring it up and still connect it. But that's how it's supposed to be. These right here, we have these little things that are on a slider. They kind of look like hydraulics or something. So you can bring that down like that to close it if you want to. So we're going to bring this up and we're going to close this, right? The bad thing about this is that the trailer doesn't close all the way. And the problem is they used a different system from Optimus Prime's trailer. Let me explain. So on the bottom, you have these little gray clips, right? And it's a piece of plastic. So let's say this is a piece of plastic, and there's like a little bit of a shelf there. And it's supposed to clip on to a piece of plastic that's on the opposite side, which is this gray thing right here. So it slides in there, and it's supposed to clip in. And it's on either side. One there, you got the thing there here. Opposite side. There's two more. If I can show it to you, let me see. It kind of gets lost in the red. So you got one right here. It's a clip system, and there's one right there. And what that is supposed to do, it's supposed to clip onto the side of these things right here. There's one right here, and there's one right there. On the roof of the trailer, you have these 4 slots. 2 of them have tongues, 2 of them do not have tongues. They're the female parts, and these are the male parts. And it's the opposite on this side. And what it's supposed to happen is you bring these two together and they're supposed to clamp together and stick. However, if once I remove pressure from the trailer, you're going to get this gap. Now, I've tried everything to, like, you know, close the gap. The backside will do it after a while, but it'll come undone. And it just simply doesn't close. The original G1 Optimus Prime didn't have this problem. The original Rodimus Prime didn't have this problem because they used the old system, which is it's supposed to be a piece of plastic that goes around here, and they're supposed to be like rectangles. There's a rectangle here, there's a rectangle there, and there's a rectangle here. And they clamp over into the rectangle, giving you a more secure lock. So they should have gone that way instead of going this way. Is there a way of fixing this? You could probably put floor polish on these tabs here. I call them tongues or tabs. You can use either, or maybe you could put a little bit on there and to increase the thickness of that plastic to see if you can get it to where you want. But we just have to experiment. These doors are on pins, so yeah, it's going to be very tough trying to fix that. But that is it for the trailer. Now these things right here, they do move. Let me just point this out real quick. These move, and the reason why they move is because they don't want you to scratch the paint on the car once we get into it. So yeah, let's open this up. Let's put this down. Second thing that's in the box is your cannons. Normally they're inside. It comes packaged like this. It's on this side of the box and it's strapped across like that. Now what they want you to do, which is kind of really silly, is you have this hole here. And there's a peg down here. So you go in here, so, right? And there's like a little stand here. You can just use a nail, get the stand out. And they want you to plug this on top, which is really, 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 really silly. And you have that kind of look. Now this is gonna make you more of a target if you're standing on top of this and you're using it. Like on, you know, really. So you bring this up. Like so. Bring these out. You can bring these handles up if you want. So you kind of have that kind of thing going on top of a trailer. That's just too silly for me. Now what you can do also is you can just push down this peg, push down this piece right here, and you can just sit it anywhere you want. Anywhere you want. Anybody can, you know, operate it. They just have to be at least leader class, or maybe you can have them standing on something. Who knows? But yeah, the cool thing about this, the cannons can turn 360 degrees. You can go up and down if you need to for elevation. Also at the base you can have elevation if you need to. There's no paint on the base of it. It's just all black. But we do have a light silver here. We have black on the cannons, like he's just shooting something, some case. Now, we do have some accessories. These are some accessories that you get. I'm just going to do a few so you can get, you know, an idea. So you can plug these in here like that. And then there's one like this. They're all transparent, blue or sky blue, if you will. right? So you can have your options of which ones you want on there, and you can build on top of these. So we're gonna poof these now. I'm gonna put this down. I'm gonna bring this down, and this will lock into place. There's a little thing right here, and there's a little notch there. Goes into that groove. You can bring this up like so. Now you can do the same thing in the trailer, and it goes right about here, and there is a slot right there. And all you have to do is get this peg out one more time. And that's how it's stored. Now, if you want to know if you can put anything in there, so let's say you have jazz ready to go. Let's take this gun off the top. You would need to remove that, and you can put jazz in there. Does he roll out? Let's see. Let's bring up this piece. Bring this down. This is the first time testing it, and yes, you can roll out of the trailer. So yes, these guys can fit. How many? Probably just one. Just one guy can fit back there. So we close this up. Let's put this in here. It's nice and secure. And again, if you were to close this, it kind of gets worse, because that's as far as I'm going to get on there. They should have chosen the older way of doing it, but that's just me. I'm not going to argue on it too much. So there you go for that. You get a bag of goodies here. You're going to need this sword, and you're going to need some other stuff. Right? So you get these exhaust smoke things, effects parts. You can put them on the car if you want to. You just have to find the right angle for them to pop in. But that works. Right, so you got one down here, and you have the other one there. I prefer these to be like a more transparent gray smoke rather than the dark smoke, or make these fire into like fire flames or something. Put some more color in there or something like that. But you can do that if you want to. You can also put it on the trailer. Like so. Like that. So you have that kind of look going on. You don't need these if you don't want to. So here is the car, truck, whatever, but it's supposed to be a futuristic truck with the trailer going with it. You can call it a Winnebago if you want. This vehicle kind of looks more like an SUV now. You have your choice of what it looks like. It kind of looks like a Porsche Cayenne SUV. The other day I saw a Toyota. No, it was not a Toyota. It was an Infiniti. It was an Infiniti Q something, Q30 or something like that. But anyway, kind of looks like that. So there it is from this side. There it is from that side. Here it is from the top. And here it is from the bottom, the back. And this will clip in securely. But before we do, let's give a real quick comparison. All right, so we're going to bring in Jazz, who is a deluxe. Let's move this back. We're going to bring in Masterpiece, Ironhide, and one more. We're going to bring in Masterpiece, Grapple, to kind of give you a sense of where he lays in. Don't worry, these two guys will be back in a moment. Now underneath, you have these little pegs here, and you can put your sword there if you want, and you do it this way. Now note that the sword has this peg on here. I haven't been able to move it. I don't want to break it, but you can peg this on the side if you needed to, or you can peg it on the back of the spoiler. You can put it on either side. It's your choice. It still rolls, not as well, but it rolls. Not sure what's dragging it, but it rolls. Take this off. All right. So we're going to get into the transformation. And you can totally cheat the transformation if you want to. But we're going to do it the official way first. So we're going to start with this panel right here. You just want to flip this over. Like so. And there's a peg here. Right there. Right here, where my thumb is. Flip this over, peg it in. Same thing on this side. Flip this over, and it's going to peg into this piece right here. Next, you want to bring up the back spoiler, like that. And we need to bring up the canopy. Now, in vehicle mode, this doesn't open like the Masterpiece version or any of the older versions like the Deluxe. It doesn't open. It kind of just locks into place, which is a shame. Another thing you probably can't make it out is there is some discoloration on this side. 1 minute it's like on the outside it's a dark burgundy. On the inside where this hole is, it's a light burgundy. I'm not exactly sure what's making it do that, but there's something to note. Bring this windshield up, the same colors as all the other ones. This might be a little lighter. Same color as these. It's like a cayenne color. Right? So you want to undo the arms, like so. Do the same thing on this side. You want to undo the arms and bring it down. While we're here, I'm going to take this piece right here. I'm going to fold it down. So it's going to look like that underneath. You want to extend this all the way down. Like that. While we're here, we want to turn these up because we need clearance to do this. Right? We're going to come back to this in a second. Next, we want to focus on the legs. So you undo the legs. And it's the same gimmick as Hot Rod. So you got to get in here on the side get this panel out like so, and you just want to bring down on the leg like that. Take this wheel and you want to push it down until it clips into place. There's a cavity in here that looks like a wheel, and you got to get past this piece right here, and the wheel is going to stick out from this hole. So you might have to bend the plastic just a little bit to do this, like that, right? So you take this panel right here and you have to bring it open. Now sometimes it'll click into place, sometimes it doesn't. So you just gotta make sure all of that. See, now it's stuck. Now it's stuck in here, right? So you take this foot, bring it down. The heel spur doesn't have to move anywhere. It just sits there. And that's one leg done. Do the same thing on the opposite side. You take this, bring this out. Because this locks into this wheel. You take the wheel, push it up. And you just shimmy this down like so. Take this wheel and you bring it in. Again, you gotta move it past some plastic. Just don't use too much muscle on it. And you bring this over and this clips in. This one clips into place fine. It's not a problem. Take the foot, bring it out, bring this back. Right, so now we want to bring this backpack back like so, because we need space. So you take this, you want to turn it just to get it ready, you want to bring it up, and that's going to give you the extra space that you need to turn this. Right, bring this down a little bit, because this gray piece is going to get in your way. Right, so you bring this up, make sure that's out of the way, and you need to turn this piece the opposite side. So let's see. All right, so you want to bring this arm like this, bring this like that, and you just want to twist around like that. That's the way I do it, just to get it out of the way, and just bring these back. So you should have this cavity here. It needs to be like this, and then it needs to look like this. The other side had the waffle business going on. All right. You turn this piece up, and it's going to move the arms down. We're going to bring this piece down, and this tab is going to come out. There's a tab here. Black tab here, and you need to pop this into this gray piece on this side. Like so. You do have to use muscle to pop that in there. Same thing on the other side. Bring this down like so. This piece is going to pop out. Bring this up. There's a hole here. And it's going to clip into place. So it should look just like this. Now we can bring up the backpack, and the backpack plugs into this rectangular hole on the windshield, and this is the peg that goes in there. And you have enough room because this right here, this back piece will allow you to move as much as you need to plug that in together. All right, so let's start with the arms here. This is much better on this figure. The other figures, let's say Masterpiece, doesn't do it as well. So you want to bring this panel up, right? This panel clips into the hand, and you want to turn this around like that. Bring the arm up. This panel right here, you want to fold it in, and you want to bring it up like that to an L shape, and you want to bring it around the arm. There's a hole here, and there's another hole here on the inside of the arm. So you just wrap this around. Plug that in on that side, plug this on that side, and you got an arm done, right? Same thing, you unplug this. And you turn it around. Take this piece right here, fold it in. You want to bring it down like an L shape, like that. Wrap it around. Make sure that's plugged in. Make sure that back piece is plugged in as well. And your other arm is done. One thing I want to note is that the hands are automatically like this when you get it out of the package. I'm not exactly sure why that is. They could have had it out like that. I mean, I don't see a difference, but they have it like this. Now for the head, you want to turn this around. And this is the most complicated thing I've seen on the Transformer because you have to do two things. All right, so what's supposed to happen is this piece right here, this piece right here in this area is supposed to clip behind these two things. And then there's another piece right here that it clips in too. So you want to do the top first. Sometimes it does it, sometimes it doesn't. Right? It's like a thud. It's like a soft thud. And you want to push back. Like so. So it should be like that. See? You want to get these shoulders out of the way because you need to push back. Right? You take these two pins right here, and you need to put it into that little square. I don't know why I said pin, but like that. Okay. That seemed too good. Too good. All right, so you're gonna take this backpack. I gotta get this backpack off because I'm on the wrong side. And you wanna turn the waist around. And now we're gonna feed this. And like before, I didn't show it before, there's enough room to maneuver this piece. There we go. Just gotta find it. And there you go. You have your Rodimus Prime all transformed up. We don't have any arm extensions like the original does, and the last one didn't have it either, I don't believe. I have to double check. But that's what it looks like. First thing, let's get the accessories out of the way. So here is the sword. So all you have to do is just move this finger out of his hand, out of his thumb. Pop that in there. Wrap it around. And it's a 3 millimeter port. There's no tabs inside of the hands or anything like that. It just pops in there very tight, no problem. Now, another accessory he gets is this gun. Is his rifle that you can fold up like so, and you can do this like that. You have the 2 pegs, depending on if you want to use one hand, maybe you want to put it in both hands, but you can do it. That's where he looks with his gun. Let's see if he can do it. Matter of fact, while we're here. Now he does have a little bit of a butterfly here, so he could probably do it. No, you can't. His chest is getting in the way. Yeah, normally you can do it this way. If no, that's just too silly. But yeah. So you have this gun right here. Let's pop his sword there. Back in his hand. Now, normally, Rodimus Prime is supposed to have a target master. But since the storyline is not going that route, we don't have one for him, which is a shame. So there he is. Let's bring in a comparison. Where's my comparison? Oh, he's on this side. So here is Rodimus Prime. I mean, Hot Rod. Forget. So, I'll give you a close-up of that. And it looks really nice. I do like the newer version a little better. I think the spoiler may be too big for this one, but can't complain, really. Hot Rod has a lighter version of burgundy. Same color orange here. The front of his legs is like a purple color, like a lavender, like a really light lavender. His face is like an off-white-ish color. It looks a little bit of gray. And then we have this side right here. We have the silver paint here, silver paint there. On the back, I'm not sure why they put the orange down the middle of the spoiler. They could have just made it all yellow. At least we don't have that yellow thing right here breaking up the red. We have die-cast thighs, which gives him a little bit of heft to him. He has a little bit of weight. On the back, we just have the difference between the red versus the black. And then we have this side. Now the window on this one is lighter than this one. This is a little darker. Now to compare it with something else, you have the masterpiece, which towers over it. And the only difference is I like the pinstripe around the flames on this one. You can't see it on either one of those, but they try to highlight it by making the yellow brighter than the orange that's in the background. So you have these two. The lower legs have burgundy and silver. I wouldn't mind having the silver on the boots on this one with the arrows on it. Wouldn't mind that. We have chrome for the exhaust pipes, where we have the silver. On the back, we have the same, almost the same design. We have the exhaust pipes back here, but his is covered up by his boots there to kind of hide him away. We have the black pelvis back here, the black waist right here. The backpack is more humanoid, if you will. You know, it's more rounded, where this one is more of a box shape. This one is much better than this. Don't worry about them. And last but not least, the hands on this is way better than this. Face-wise, this is just plastic. This is great plastic. It's not painted or anything like that versus the silver. Let me see if I can focus. Yeah, you can kind of tell the difference between the faces right there. Let me give one more. Oh, you just had to fail. You just had to fall, didn't you? Let's try one more time with the faces. See if we can get it. See the difference between faces. Transformation, I like. It's much better for him, for this piece right here. This one has a problem with the legs. The legs is the scariest part of the transformation for the masterpiece. This guy, the shoulders are a little too tight, and plus those things that cover these pieces, they don't fit that very well on here. I may have to shave down some plastic to get it in there. Now, you can put some effects parts on here if you want. You can use this light one like so. Kind of have that going on. Or you can have this version of it kind of thing. Put that on there. Right. Kind of have that going in, and you can build on top of that. You can put whatever you want on there. Right, so let's talk about articulation. I'm gonna take these away. So on this shoulder, a little bit of butterfly, if you want to call it that. Another thing I forgot to miss in the transformation is you can totally move these wheels up. So you can open these wheels like so, push it forward, it goes into this tab. Same thing on this side. Something I missed. Push forward. So on the arm, sorry, had to fix that. Goes all the way back till you reach the spoiler. And if you swing it back this way, it's going to hit the backpack. Outward movement is like this. That's all you're going to get. The bicep, it's not up here. It's actually at the elbow, so you swing the elbow like this. So there's no turn, there's no way of turning this way at all. More than 90 degrees on the elbow. The hands do turn, but they're limited because of the smokestacks getting in the way. There's 360 degrees on the waist, and that is because of the transformation. Legs can go all the way up to there. Very high kick, very high kick. Bring down the lower leg, and you can get about more than 90 degrees. Bring the arm up. We can swing. Can we swing this out? If you move this panel, there's a panel here. You can swing out that far. Bring this down, put this panel back. The swivel is at the top of the thigh. There's wiggle room on the feet if you need wide ranges of movement. Other side. You can bring the leg all the way up to there. Head is on a ball joint. You have to move it back, turn it, and then bring it forward, down, depending on which way you want us to look. So you can turn this way as well, all the way around if you need to, but you have to move this back in order to do that. Well, and I think that is it. I like the detail of these things now for some odd reason. Most of the time they're just painted plain silver. Inside the chest is the matrix of leadership. Very well done painted. You can get your nail in here. Pop this out. See. And there is an effects part. You use this one right here, and it goes into a groove. So like that. So you know you can carry it. You have the matrix lighting there, darkest hour kind of deal. Very cool. Let's put this back so I won't lose it. But the chest is very detailed in itself. We have the centerpiece painted in silver, and we have all these details surrounding it. So we're gonna pop this back in there. And we're gonna close this up. Let's bring in some more comparisons before we close this video out. So let's give him his sword. Right. First, let's bring in Galvatron. Still taller than him. Next, we're gonna bring in Cyclonus. Is he as tall as him? Let me see, hold on. Let me see. Nah, it's not tall as him. Next is, if I can get him in my hand, we got Scourge. So how are we gonna do this? That's how it's gonna look. Let's bring in Hot Rod one quick minute, and that's a deluxe. So we have a deluxe, commander class, more of a leader. I believe he's a leader. So all of these guys are back here are like a leader, I believe. So you have that. Take this away as a way. Let's bring in the cast that appears in the cover. So first we're going to bring in Cup. And here is Hot Rod next to Cup. Trying to show you the size difference. Next is Springer. Put him back here somewhere. Cup doesn't want to work with me for some odd reason. All right. Let's bring in Wheelie. Put Wheelie there. Let's bring in RC. Let me see. We can't do it without Ultra Magnus. That works. And far, far away from me is Rickar. We're going to put Rickar in the back. Next is, let's see if I can put him in there. See, we may have to move some people to kind of make it in there. All right, so we're going to put, come here. We have Slag. Get in the shot. Let's see. Let's move him to this corner. Let me see. There we go. And that is the cast of Transformers. But I do have one more figure to show you. We're going to take these guys away. You want to leave those in there. And we're going to bring in Jetfire, who is truly a Commander class figure. And he towers over him. So this is a leader. Supposed to be a leader. He's a leader. He's taller than him. He's a deluxe. And she is a deluxe. Let's put her right there. And Blur. Let's put Blur back there. Matter of fact, let's not put Blur back there. Let's put Springer back there. Because they were in that one scene together. And then you know what? Let's mix it up. Let's put Rickar over here in this corner. Let's go that move. So there you go. So I hope this video was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to be doing the Buzzworthy 4-pack next because that's the only thing I have on my agenda at this moment. I forgot to mention that you get Black Arachnia. You may get Black Arachnia as a sticker. And well, that's it. As Cheetah once says, it's time to fade. So thank you for watching. Please give me a like or a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment box and I will respond to you. So thank you for watching again and see you in the next one.